Okay, so what I'm going to make today are some clove orange Christmas decorations. Now, this one I already had some dried oranges that I dehydrated in my dehydrator, and then this morning I just poked some cloves in each orange segment there. Hot glued a star anise to the center of it and cut some thread to hang so it can be hung on a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas ornament. So now that is one way to make them, and I had to hot glue the centerpiece. The other thing you can do is start with a fresh orange. Okay, so here we're starting with fresh, not dehydrated, so that I can put the cloves all around the edge of the orange itself, rather than just on the segments. And so you would dehydrate these after they have been. And you could put as many or as few of these cloves as you want. So these are studded on the side as opposed to this one, which is in the center. And they could be made both ways. This way you're making it while the orange is fresh, and that one while it's already been dried. Now, if you don't have a dehydrator, you can certainly put this in the oven at the lowest temperature you could possibly get and dry it for a few hours, and then attach your center star anise in the middle. But an amazing aroma with the cloves and the oranges when they're drying together. And perhaps, and I've never done this, but perhaps just partially drying these and allowing them to dry on your Christmas tree would completely spread the scent through the house. Now these also can be used as a centerpiece someplace, as a table centerpiece, but I think that, you know, hanging them on your Christmas tree is actually ideal. Now this isn't as much work as, say, a clove orange, but it's, you know, it's a little bit of a challenge. Now it's something that children can do if you want. But as I say, it does take some effort. I don't know if it would be preferable to cut the orange or stud it before you cut it, but this is working out for me as well. So all we're doing is studding this ring. And it doesn't really matter if the clove head breaks off, it's still fine. I don't worry about that. Sometimes when I'm pushing them in, the end of it does fall off, but it doesn't affect the overall scent or the look that you're going for either. So sometimes some of them are harder to push in than others. It depends on the thickness of the clove itself. Oops, that one broke. Actually, it didn't break, it just jumped out of my hand. Okay. So just a couple more. And there you have the overall effect. And once you've dried this, then you can also add your star anise in the center. So this is one that's dried and just studded. Now we can also stud the center of these as well, certainly. make it even more decorative again. And it certainly is a lot easier to stud this when it's moist. So you can add as many or as few cloves as you wish. Actually, I think I like them studded right in the orange itself as well. Makes for a prettier. Now, once this is dry, I'm going to put this in my dehydrator. I'm going to make a few of them, put them in my dehydrator. And once they're dry, then I will create a, I will thread them. But that is the overall effect. Now, this will not be put on. It'll have to be hot glued on after the orange is dry. So, and actually I think I'm going to make them simply by studding the orange itself. Much easier than studying the peel. Okay, now those are very juicy oranges. It's off in a minute and they'll go into the dehydrator. But meanwhile, I'm going to work on a couple of these dried ones. So we're going to create that. And of course, it's too hard to stud them on the side once they're dry, but not so bad to put them in the fleshy part of the orange itself. And yes, you can put as many or as few of the cloves in here as you wish. Okay, we'll do this one here. And I find when the clove stems are a little bit on the long side, it's probably best to put them in on an angle. Okay. And like I said, it doesn't really matter if the clove head falls off, you still get the wonderful aroma. Now these can also be used in some sort of a table centerpiece if you don't string them. Okay, so I've got a couple of them made up, and I've got my hot glue gun ready, and I'm just going to attach the star anise in the center. And it doesn't take long for the glue gun to dry. Now that's a beautiful one here. Okay. So there we have it. It's pretty solid. Now, I'm just going to create a hanger for this. So you do want a big needle. Oops, I want them both coming through. Okay. So there we have it. Now I just need to get a pair of scissors to cut this. Now that is my star anise clove orange Christmas tree ornament. So I've got 2 of them completed. I'm going to make a few more. I'm going to dry these ones in my dehydrator and then attach the clove in the center. But as I said, if you don't have a dehydrator, you can certainly dry your orange slices in the oven. But you do need a hot glue gun to attach the centerpiece. And these can be hung anywhere in your home. You can hang them on your Christmas trees, you can hang them on the mantle, you can put them in a bowl just to dry. Now what I have done in past years, I have made full clove oranges, and you know what, they still hold their scent. And what I do is just add to them, and I can certainly just add the dried oranges right to these as well, without, if I wasn't going to hang them on the tree, and they'll be giving off the scent all day long. Just wonderful like that. Now that makes a lovely centerpiece as well. So, as decorative as you want to make it. Okay, so that's my clove orange Christmas tree ornament, or table centerpiece. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and we'll catch you on the next one.